Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special edition of the Poppin Off Podcast. This is probably going to be a long one if I had to guess. We'll find out. I'm Tyler.
And my name's Aaron, and welcome to the Poppin Off Jack
Jackcast.
Cast Ass. Yeah, the Jackcast.
That's probably going to be the title. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw on Letterboxd, actually, that you saw it. So that was a fun movie. I saw it too.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of what I wanted to start with. I don't know what connection you have to Jackass. I don't know if you've seen it. So like the original ones.
Yeah.
So have you seen the original one, and did you like? Well, I know if you like the new one because I follow you on Letterboxd. But what do you got to tell the listeners?
So, believe it or not, my dad is actually like a big Jackass fan. Like, he's not really into it anymore, but like back in the day when it was on MTV and then the first two movies especially, he was watching those, and man, he would die laughing at those things, which was funny to me because my dad is like more of like a serious kind of guy, but he's funny. It's just like seeing something make him like genuinely crack up is like wow, that must be funny. But I was too young at the time to really watch that stuff. So I didn't really get into Jackass until like the third movie came out, which I think was like 2010. It was Jackass 3D, and I remember I bought the DVD for it when that came out. And
was it one of those ones that had like the 3D glasses come with it?
No, it was just like a standard release. Like it just says Jackass 3. It doesn't say 3D. Sort of like how Saw 7 was just Saw the final chapter, not Saw 3D, sort of like that. So yeah, that was the one I watched. I ended up watching the first two later on, and I saw some of the older episodes, the MTV episodes. But I was never like a diehard fan or anything like that. So it was cool that they actually brought it back again. I never thought we'd see another movie because obviously they're older now, and Ryan Dunn, one of the original members, died a long time ago.
And they kicked off another member for being
Bam
crazy,
Margera.
So.
Yeah, I mean he's actually in the movie for one scene. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, Bam Margera is like not doing so well, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no, like I'm just a casual fan pretty much. But it was cool though, because like I got friends were fans of it and we got to see it together in theaters and it was so fun, bro. Like we were laughing our ass off. Oh my God, it was so funny. So yeah, let me know. How do you feel about Jackass? We never really talked about it before because it's just one of those things. Yeah.
For a podcast where we talk a lot about poo poo, we don't really talk about Jackass much. Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat as you. Like I know my parents, I think, liked it a little bit. Like they know of it. I think they would watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
I think they bring it up here or there, but they didn't really like watch it that much. I mean, I'd see a couple clips here and there on MTV. They would do reruns, but mainly I didn't really like get it until I got a little bit older, and I would watch clips on YouTube of like some of the different stunts from the movies. That's how I really got into it. But I still wasn't like a gigantic fan.
Yeah.
I had watched, I think it was like half of Jackass, like 2 point whatever.
2.5
on Netflix. Yeah, on Netflix one day when it was still on there. But I don't remember it much. That was a while ago because I had seen so many clips on YouTube. I really wanted to watch the actual movie, but even then, I didn't get around to finishing it.
Yeah.
Although it's funny because I'd say about a month or two ago, I watched Bad Grandpa, the Johnny Knoxville movie, which it was fine. It's just that like I knew most stuff that happened because that was one that I remember when it came out. I kind of like after it released, I watched a lot of the clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew everything that was coming, so it never really like hit that hard for me. It was fine. It definitely wasn't Jackass though.
Right.
Although the character does appear in this movie, and I have a feeling they're gonna do like another like Jackass 4 point something because there's stuff in the trailer that you don't even see in this movie.
Yeah, they do that for every movie.
Yeah, or you see stuff in the credits.
Yeah.
That they cut out. But yeah, so I'm just glad that we actually get another one and that we got to go see it in theaters. Because like I didn't know if we would, because again it's like pretty old and there's so much like controversies and stuff that's happened with some of the members.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool that I actually got to say that I got to watch a brand new Jackass movie in theaters. And I really liked it. Like it was really funny. It was really crazy, some of the stuff that happens. And I think this is the type of movie you want to see with like with an audience.
Absolutely.
Like I know there's still a pandemic going on. Some people are a little nervous, but if you're vaccinated and you're comfortable with it, I would highly recommend seeing it with like a more packed audience, because hearing everyone just like gasp and just like cringe at some of the stuff that happens, it's a whole experience. Like that was definitely something one of my favorite movie theater experiences.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The part that made me like cringe the most involved the pogo stick. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, that's the part that
Yeah.
made me cringe the
Yep.
most.
That was
Also,
something.
a little bit when they had like all the bees. Oh, spoilers, guys! We're getting into spoilers. A little bit.
Yes. So skip ahead a few minutes if you don't want to know any of the stunts. Yeah, the bees one was
The
crazy.
bees one, yeah. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't care, there's a part where Steve-O takes his stick out and they put a bunch of bees all over it,
Yep.
and they put the queen bee on it, on like the top of it. So like they all just start making like this long sort of like nest around it, and it just
Right.
looks very disgusting and painful. But the part we're referring to is there's like a part where they're doing like a cup check, and they're testing out different things that can hurt it. And the final like stage, there's like four stages. They do one for softball, a hockey puck, and like a professional fighter. And there's one with a pogo stick, and you see it in slow mo hit on top of it, and you see it just like slowly just start crushing like the dude's balls, and it's so painful looking. It's disgusting.
Oh man. It was fun seeing that with friends because like we were allowed, bro. Like, I mean, we didn't have a
Yeah,
huge audience. We had a decent crowd, and everybody was laughing out loud and stuff. But
yeah,
like, it
yeah.
was fun seeing it with friends. But yeah, that part in particular, because that guy, Danger Aaron, man, he got, dude, he got all
Oh
the
yeah,
cut
everything was
checks.
against him.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, and it's
Every
funny
stunt in
too.
that movie.
Yeah, like it's like I wonder how much these guys get paid for this because like they obviously have to get paid a lot when they sign the contract. But like, man, I don't know what dollar amount it would take for me to even like think about doing one of these stunts, let alone like dozens of stunts. Like, I don't know. These guys are wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I respect them for putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment. So it's just
Yeah,
wild.
there's there you can definitely tell they're saving most of it for like the newer cast, but is some occasionally where they really like mess with the old guys, especially Johnny Knoxville when he does that
Oh,
bull thing. Like that
oh
was
yeah,
bad.
that was bad.
But the one that I noticed made my entire audience cringe the most, other
Hmm.
than the pogo stick, was when the dude just takes a full swig of the semen, the pig semen.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was doing exactly what you just did, but just like loud.
Yeah.
That was disgusting too.
Yeah, I hope when they release it on Blu-ray, they do like all four movies. That'd be nice because I don't know. I've only owned the third one on DVD. I'd like to have all of them.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they do that. But yeah, man, it
Hmm.
was good. Like I noticed we both gave it 4 stars, so solid B. It's nothing
Yeah, it's
spectacular.
a very solid movie.
Yeah, it's
It's
really funny.
obviously not peak cinema, but it's really great. It's really
Yeah.
fun. It's I mean, out of the two movies I've seen this year, this is probably number one for me.
Oh, over Scream. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I gave Scream like 3.5, almost
Okay.
4. Or
Yeah.
no, I think I gave Scream. I don't know. It was either 3.5 or 4 stars.
I think I
But
gave
I have
Scream
this one
four.
as a solid 4 stars.
Yeah. No,
I
yeah,
don't know
I
about
gave it
you.
4. No, I gave Scream the same rating, but I think I like Scream more just because it's an actual movie. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
But no, this
I
is
think I
like
just
still great
had
time.
more fun with this movie, so that's why I gave it a little bit of the edge.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this movie's great. Like it's like just like the initial shock value. I don't know if it'll go down after like rewatching it, knowing what's coming, but like it's still a really, really solid movie. I know some people were like, "Man, is it going to be just kind of like low tier stunts because they're old, or is it going to be kind of way too like just grotesque for the heck of it?" But it's really fun. Like watch it if you can.
Yeah, they don't hold back on anything, honestly. And there's a girl member now, which is kind of crazy, and they don't
Yeah.
hold back on her either. You know what I mean? Which
Well,
is
I
just
mean,
cool.
like they didn't do any of like the physical stunts, like some of
Yeah,
them. But they had mentioned before that I don't know, like it's entirely different when you see a girl do it. Like
right.
they're not like they don't mean in like a sexist way or anything. It's just like seeing them
Yeah.
kind of go through it. It just I don't know. Sometimes it's not even funny. It's just like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, they are more fragile. It's just a fact, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, she doesn't really do physical stuff, really. I mean, she does some stuff with the taser and the scorpion, but, you know, she still does stuff, which is stuff I'd never do. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give her props.
I think one of the funniest ones to me was the chair where they all get blown up and just shot into the air.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wee Man went, like, flying.
Yeah. And hit, like, the metal thing in the middle.
Yeah, they didn't protect it. It was so funny. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nonstop laughter, honestly. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, if anybody listening to this hasn't seen it, go out and see it with an audience, with some friends. You'll have a great time. It's an hour and a half of just nonstop laughter. I mean, there's cringe in there, but, you know, it's good cringe, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of PP too, so.
Oh, yeah, lots of frontal. I'll just use that word.
Which I'm surprised they were able to get away with. Like, I don't know you could show off that much in an R-rated movie.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not, like, super, like it's not
in a sexual way.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's more of,
it's
I don't
so
know.
weird. Their censors.
It's probably like right on the borderline of NC-17. Probably it's like they went as far as they could with the censors or something. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, great time though. Like seriously, I loved it. It was really fun. Glad I went to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess since today's the finale, or what'd you want to do? What'd you want to do?
I was gonna say, speaking of like epic stunts and physical stuff, you were in a YouTube video recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Tyler's in a video, a YouTube video recently, not his own, not mine, but a whole other YouTuber. So I want to know how that happened, what the experience was like. Just tell me everything.
Yeah, so for anyone listening, I posted a while back. I think it was 2 days after my birthday. I had a fresh tattoo on my leg, and I went to go do this thing. It was probably not a good idea. So this guy on YouTube, Nick Simmons, he's like a former Olympian. He's got 2 gold medals or whatever, and he's like a runner. He's a track star. So he's this guy who does like fitness challenges on YouTube, and I've been watching for a while. He's actually got like great videos, and he's really cool. And he's really fun. And what he does, like, he'll just go to random cities, and he'll like post up like a challenge, like, hey people, if you come over here, I'll give you $5 for every push-up you can do. I'll give you $10 for every pull-up you can do, stuff like that. So I was like, man, that'd be cool if he ever came down to Florida or something, or if I ever got to do one of his challenges, right? So it's like the day after my birthday or something like that. He posts on Instagram, hey, we're doing a meetup tomorrow at this park, and it's like not too far away. I mean, it's like a bit of a drive. It's like half an hour drive from where I live. But he's like, yeah, we're going to be doing a running challenge in Crocs or something like that. And I'm like, whoa, I've never worn Crocs before. Okay. Like I actually had to buy Crocs for this thing. So I didn't know much about it. Like he just said, bring Crocs and bring a regular pair of shoes, and it's going to involve running. So I didn't know what the challenge was necessarily. And for those of you listening, I'm not a runner by any means. Like cardio is not my thing. I actually started doing cardio because of this, because it was a reality check. I'm like, man, this challenge really gassed me out. I need to start working on my cardio. So if it was a weightlifting challenge, I would have won tons of money, but you know, it was a running challenge, so I didn't win shit. So I went to this thing anyways, because, you know, if you go to these things, you get to meet him, you get to take a picture with him, you get to get his autograph, whatever you want.
And
you know
clout.
Yeah, I guess you could say, yeah. So I meet him, and, you know, I take a picture with him. It's like, hey, it's nice to meet you. And, you know, he's a really friendly guy. And yeah. So we do the running challenge, and this is where I messed up. So before the filming started, everyone that was there, he was like, hey, if you guys want, we'll do a warm up. We'll do a mile, like a slow mile. We'll just do a mile around the track, like slowly jogging or whatever. And I did it. And man, I was gassed out because, like I said, I don't do cardio. So I was like, Jesus Christ, I probably shouldn't have did that. So then when the video started, when he started filming, he was, all right, everybody, we're going to do the actual race now. And the first person to win the race wins $100, basically. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm not going to win, obviously, but am I going to be able to actually even do the whole mile without, like, you know, passing out or something? So you guys don't see this in the video, but man, I crapped out. Like I did 2 laps straight jogging, and then I had to walk the rest. I was so exhausted. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, so I was like, basically the entire time I was just looking for you.
Yeah. So I'm glad he filmed the video that way, where he just followed the main guy that was in the lead the whole time. He didn't show me like messing up big time, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The last 2 laps, I just walked them because I was so exhausted. Honestly, I know that sounds sad, but like, dude, I'm telling you guys, I don't run. Like, I don't do cardio, but now I started doing it because of this. So, yeah. And then he actually filmed another video, which is going to be out on Super Bowl Sunday, where we all tried to kick a field goal, and then we actually got kicked off the park because he didn't get permission to be there. It was crazy.
Oh my
So there's your
God.
little inside scoop on that. So next week's video is going to be kind of weird. I don't know how he's going to edit that.
So did you kick an epic field goal?
So, okay, here's the thing. We were all gathered around. It was like a group of like 20 to 30 people of us, I think, that showed up. And he's like, all right, one at a time, we're all going to try to kick a field goal. Whoever can actually make a field goal, I'll pay you like $20 or something like that, whatever it was. And he actually kicked the field goal. He's like, I've never done this in my life. And he actually kicked it and he actually made it. It was really funny. It was actually really good. So then one at a time, each of us tries to go kick a field goal, right? And then I'm about to go next. I swear to God, I was like, all right, I'm going to go next. It was just random. Like, all right, who wants to go? We weren't like standing in a line or anything. He's just like, all right, whoever wants to go, just come up. And I was about to go, I swear to God. And then some guy walks up. He's like, hey, you're not allowed to film here. You know, you need like a permit or something. And he actually kicked us out of the park. It was crazy. It sucked. I was like, man, you got to be kidding me. Like,
Maybe
and
he's
even
gonna redo it somewhere.
I don't know. Like he filmed a decent amount. Like he got at least 15 people to do the field goal kick. No, not 15, maybe 10 people actually. But no, it's gonna be. I don't know how he's gonna finish the video. Like it's gonna be like actually we got kicked out of the park, so we couldn't finish the video. I don't know. But man, I regretted that so much because each person that went up got to introduce themselves and stuff like that. So I would have went up and said, "Hey, I'm Tyler Mitchell. Go subscribe to me on YouTube." You know what I mean? Like I would have said something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, man, I should have went up sooner to go kick that field goal. I mean, I don't know if I would have made the field goal, but I just wanted to be in the video. You know what I mean?
Maybe this is your sign the next time to just go first and everything. And
Yeah, right.
Who knows?
It's like presenting a project in class. It's like, go first, get it over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You were wearing a white shirt when you were running, right? Or were you one
Yeah,
of those shirtless dudes?
it's like an off-white kind of color. And it was
Yeah,
soaked in
because
sweat, dude.
that's what I was looking for when they were doing like the zone, like the shots in the sky, the aerial view. I was like,
Right.
where is he? Where I want to see where he's at.
There's one part where you see them run by me, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'll send you the timestamp later. But yeah, there's one part where you see them actually go past me, which of course they overlap me. Of course they did. Yeah, that dude
that's the part that you're on camera on.
Yeah, that dude that won actually got like almost a five, like less than 5 minutes mile, which is crazy. Like, dude, like I do a 10-minute mile at the gym now, just as like steady cardio. But like, dude, a 5-minute mile, that's wild to me. Like, so
yeah, that reminds me of when I had gone to Pittsburgh. After the football game, it's funny because over there everyone's like neighborly, so like everyone does the same thing. Everyone's kind of at the same place anytime there's anything big. So basically, the entire city was at that football game, especially because it was a bigger one. And later that night, after the game finished, we were walking home and we were trying to call an Uber, and there were none available. Like there was only like 2 or 3, and they were only taking the ones that were like the big money, like $100 or something, which we were not willing to pay for an Uber.
right.
So we were like, all right, let's just walk a bit. Maybe we'll find one down the way, and maybe a little bit cheaper because they think that we're not coming from the game, we're coming from like a house or something. So we walk a little bit into the city. We're about 15 minutes walking, and there's still nothing. So we're kind of sitting there for about 10, 15 minutes, seeing if anything pops up, and people are walking by us, and they're like, don't even bother. We're not getting anything either. So we're like, shit, what do we do? So we're like, all right, well, how far is the place we're staying at from here? And it's in the city, but it's about, I think, 6 miles. And I think it's like an hour and a half a walk. And it's in the city. And luckily, it's considered one of the nicer cities, like the nicest people. So I was like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad if we just walk past like some regular homes. That's what should happen.
Right.
And nope, it says that we're gonna walk right down this very just open, kind of darker area. And it was an hour and a half walk, and we had just got out of a football game. We had a flight in the next like 6 or 7 hours. and we were like, shit. So
Wow.
we kept walking. Waited a little bit, and we were gonna see if hopefully something popped up. Once something did, it would automatically deny us because someone else who was paying much more money got it. So we're like, we're wasting time. Let's just start walking. And nothing popped up. So we walked right through, like, of course, there's only like one little more ghetto hood part of the city. And that's where we had to walk straight through.
Of course.
Like at 2 a.m.
Jesus.
An hour and a half walk, 6 miles. I'm already out of shape and tired. And man, that felt like the longest walk and
Oh,
like
for sure.
kind of creepiest walk of my life. Like that was like one of the hardest things. And yeah, one of the most trippy, bizarre things.
So it's like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, but a lot of it was uphill, like kind of a steep thing.
Yeah.
And we had to walk around, and there was like, it was a bit of a rundown area, and there's a lot of homeless there.
Right.
Luckily it was kind of like on one side, but we would try to stay around like other people who were kind of walking a little bit, and we stayed close. Because again, it's at nighttime. We don't know really too much about the place. We don't know how dangerous it is. We're already tired as it is. We're carrying like merch and stuff, so that's already a big sign for people to rob us. And yeah, it was hard. And by the time I got to the place, I just like
knocked
out. Yeah. And even then, that was probably a little bit of time before I had to get back onto a plane and go to the airport and deal with all that shit. So
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yours was obviously worse than mine, because yours was in public and in a YouTube video.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, when I went to Philly, I wasn't in the best area at Philly. Let's be honest. That area where I was like a couple miles away from where the Rocky Steps are, but that's not a good area whatsoever. Like it's really like down and dirty, kind of just, So like it was just me and my sister out there, and like we were out there late that night we got there, and we had to go to an Airbnb, and like trying to get the key out of the lockbox was a pain, and the room we were staying in had other people living in the building too. It was weird. Like we walked in the wrong room for a minute. They left the door unlocked. We're like, oh shit, this is the wrong room. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird experience. And yeah, it was not a good area. But, it's surprising to hear that you didn't have Ubers like that. I mean, yeah, you were at a football stadium. I guess it's different. But like we had plenty of Ubers over there that, like you get an Uber really easily. Like,
Yeah,
what I mean?
any other time it was weird. Like other than that time, we were able to get Ubers for very cheap, very easily. Because everything, like, if we had taken a car, everything was like a 10, 15-minute drive. So some people were just taking it because it's an easy money. Like, we were able to get an Uber at like 6 a.m. to an airport a lot easier than it was to get from there to our place, which we were staying like all of Pittsburgh's pretty nice. Like it is like only other than that one little part, it's really nice. Very like, just chill. We're in the kind of we stayed where a lot of the colleges were at. So there's a lot of like all night. There's a lot of college kids walking around. A lot of people our age. So like it was fine. It's just that one little area. Of course, we had to walk through, which kind of sucked. It was a little bit scary, but
Well, nothing happened though, so that's a good thing. Like it could have been.
Yeah.
Worse, so.
Yeah, I guess you could say I really got in perspective that I need to start doing more cardio.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't gas as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the longest I probably ever walked before.
Yeah, and just one straight path. Yeah, like I see what you're saying. Like just an hour and a half straight of just walking. Yeah, you're right. That's gotta be insane.
Yeah.
So
did was that the first time you've ever been like featured in someone else's YouTube video? Like you're in a cameo other than mine?
I guess so. I mean, wait, which video of yours was I in? Like you used one of my clips or something?
I don't know. I just know something's happened.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been in. No, that might be the first. That's a good. Oh no, I was in. Well, no, I don't know if they uploaded it, but when I was on TV a couple months ago, I don't know if they have a channel. Yeah, but I just straight up recorded that and uploaded it myself. So, Other than that, though, yeah, I think this is like the first time. Yeah, it is. So I just got lucky though. Like he was in the area, so I was like, I'm definitely going to this thing. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and I took a cool picture with him. I posted it on the community tab and on Instagram and stuff. So if anybody
Yeah.
wants to go and look, yeah, no, but he was a great guy. Like honestly, he's really cool. And yeah, I mean, I hope he comes back one day, and then I could, like not screw up this time. Like I'll be way more prepared. Because like I said, if
Even
I
though,
had like a week notice, maybe I would have practiced my cardio at the gym. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have much of a notice, so and
yeah, you're gonna be like me first next time.
yeah, and plus I wasn't even like I took a couple days off the gym because like I got a fresh tattoo on my birthday. I got a Harley Quinn tattoo on my leg,
Oh, you
and
did.
yeah, it's really cool. I'll show you. I'll send you a picture right now, actually. But yeah, no,
Hmm.
like I was like purposely avoiding like sweating or working out, but I'm like, man, I gotta go to this thing because it's him. So like, and he saw the tattoo. He's like, is that brand new? I'm like, yeah, man, it was my birthday 2 days ago, and I just got this.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was really funny. But yeah, it took him a while to upload the video. So that was January 12th, and then the video went up just the other day. So like, it took a while, I guess. I don't know. Um, so yeah, that football video is going to be next week. You might see me in the background. I don't know. You know what I mean? I haven't seen the final version, obviously, so I don't know. But yeah, I did not kick a field goal, unfortunately. I did not get a chance to do it. So next time, as War Machine would say, next time, baby. So so yeah, I guess we'll talk about Boba Fett now. What'd you
It's funny
think?
because I was gonna transition to something else, but we can talk about Boba Fett now.
No, go ahead. What'd you want to transition to?
I was gonna say you got the Harley Quinn tattoo. I kind of want to get a vigilante one now because of how good
Oh,
Peacemaker is.
dude, Peacemaker's really surprised me. That show is so good. I mean, honestly, I shouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised. It's James Gunn.
yeah. It like I on the okay based on the trailers, I wasn't like huge. I was like, it could be cool, but like after like it just gets better and better, dude. Like it is so good.
Yeah, and I'm
And
really
obviously, I
surprised.
mentioned. Oh
Uh,
yeah, continue.
oh no, I
Oh,
was
you
just
can
gonna say
continue.
I'm really surprised how much of his dad is such a huge character in the show. Like I thought he'd just be in a couple episodes or something because it's the
Yeah, me too.
T1000. So, but he's like the
Well,
main villain.
yeah, like okay, at first I wasn't a big fan of him. Like, I don't know, I thought his acting and like his character were a bit off. And now he's become like the villain, like some crazy racist KKK Confederate dude.
Mm.
Um, I wonder if he's gonna put that suit back on and start like going around just like being crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, he's like the villain now. I don't know what's going on with like all like the butterfly stuff, like what's gonna happen with that.
It's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, but yeah, I mentioned Vigilance is my favorite character in the show so far. I want them to make Funko Pops of the show.
Right.
I'd get them.
I think they
That'd be
probably
pretty cool.
will. I don't know. Well, I heard this thing about Warner Brothers not wanting to put weapons on their toys anymore, which makes I don't understand that logic, but okay. But I mean, they could still make pops though. Like, I'd love to have a vigilante. I'd love to have, like another peacemaker or something. Like, yeah. I mean, all the characters are cool too. Like, I like how they made the minor characters from Suicide Squad like really cool. Like,
Mhm.
Economos and the other chick who's actually James Gunn's girlfriend. What's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I
Um,
mean.
yeah.
So it's cool. It's a great show. Like the cast is great. Vigilante's basically Deadpool. Like he has a similar feel to Deadpool, if you ask me.
He reminds me of like a character that would be in the Kick-Ass movies. That's how like I feel like best describes it. It reminds me of Kick-Ass a little bit. Like this
Yeah,
guy kind of like a normal dude. It's kind of just like nerdy, just like doing some crazy shit. It's funny. Like him and Peacemaker's chemistry is probably my favorite thing in the show.
yeah. And plus, James Gunn made that movie Super, which is similar to Kick-Ass. I've never seen it though. Um,
Yeah.
so I imagine it's kind of like that style also. So I mean, I want to check that out at one point. But no, this show it's great. Like it's hilarious. It's got great action. The characters are awesome. So I'm very pleased with it. There's a new
Mhm.
episode tomorrow, and then I think next week's the finale. So it's almost
Is it
done.
really?
Yeah, we're almost there because the first week we got 3 episodes at once, so it's going by quick. So
Yeah. It's funny because I didn't even know that this finale. Like I can't ever tell when the finales are coming up because it's just so kind of out there. Like usually, the like shows would be like, "Oh, there's a finale coming soon. Oh, the big finale." But like since
yeah,
it's all just like on streaming, it's just like, "Oh, yep, this episode's the finale."
so yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens. I don't know, like it seems like Peacemaker, they're really making him like like a character. Like he's playing the piano. Like apparently John Cena actually played the piano in that scene, which is like hard to believe. Like really? Um, and you can tell
Yeah.
like there's some crazy backstory with his brother, and you know, obviously he's sad about killing Rick Flag, and he doesn't want to kill anymore. Which is like, man, like I never thought I'd see this side of Peacemaker because like he was out for blood in the movie. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's wild. But yeah, great
Um,
show.
yeah, it's great. I can't wait for it. And okay, I guess now that we're talking about finales, Boba Fett. Boba
All
Fett
right.
finale happened. All right, I'll let you go first because I have some thoughts about the show. I'll let you go
Yes.
first.
So I noticed you weren't the biggest fan of episode 5, because of it was such a departure. Now, the way I look at it, okay, so I don't want to judge episodes individually. I mean, you can judge them individually, but like I don't want to judge it until I've seen the full picture, until the full season's done. Then I'll be like, okay, did episode 5 have a purpose of being that way? And now that I've seen the finale, I would say yes, but also no. Like, okay, if you look at the show as a book, because it is called Book of Boba Fett, I've seen people make this defense, like defending the show this way. It's like, okay, there's chapters in a book that deviate from other chapters, like they'll follow a different character for a prolonged period or whatever. So if you look at it that way, okay, sure, maybe the episode 5 is like a different chapter of the story, I guess you could say, where it follows the Mandalorian. And same with episode
Yeah.
6, which was like, dude, episode 6, I never thought in my life I'd watch a TV show about Boba Fett and see Ahsoka, Luke Skywalker, Cad Bane, Grogu. Like, dude, it was insane. Like every like 5 or 10 minutes, something crazy happened. I'm like, dude, I can't believe this is happening. But at the same time, I'm like, does this service the Boba Fett story? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like so conflicting. Um,
Mhm.
and now that I've seen the finale, it all sort of works in a way because like Grogu and the Mandalorian get involved, obviously. But it's like, well, did they need to be there? I don't know. But then again, in Mandalorian season 2, like Boba Fett was in that. You know what I mean? So like, I guess the shows service each other that way. And plus it sets up season 3 of Mandalorian. I guess I don't really know. Because it's all one big story. You know what I mean? Like it is its own show, but it also is
Star
part of it.
Wars.
Yeah, yeah. So it's very conflicting. I personally thought the finale was good, but I didn't think it was great. It had a lot of awesome action in it, and the Rancor was incredible, and Grogu was, you know what I mean? It was a good finale, but it was sort of similar to WandaVision. WandaVision's an excellent show, but the finale was sort of like okay, you know what I mean? Aside from the last scene with her and the family, and they disappear, which is very emotional, but like for the most part, the WandaVision finale was pretty, typical like action. You know what I mean? So I kind of sort of related to that. So episode 6 to me it's the best episode. It just is. I mean, I know it's mostly fan service, but the way it's handled, I think it's handled very well. And I know Boba Fett's barely in it. He's got like 2 lines or something. But if we're
Boba
talking
Fett.
about the just Boba Fett like being the star, I guess you could say episode 2 was the best episode because that was episode 4 was pretty good too with the Fennec flashback. Um, but man, I don't know. It was a very mixed bag for me. Like I really liked it overall. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10 or something, the whole season. Um, yeah, so let me know what you think now, because I know you have strong feelings about this.
Okay. Okay. So first off, I like the WandaVision finale. All right.
Yeah,
I don't think it's bad. I know a lot of people don't like it. You know, it's typical, but I really like it. I think it serves its purpose
yeah.
good, the story. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I like the WandaVision finale quite a bit. However, Boba Fett, I really liked the first 4 episodes of
Hmm.
Boba Fett. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it just felt Star Wars to me. I just really liked it. I liked seeing kind of, it'd be like, oh yeah, of course, now he's going back to the flashbacks. He's in his pool again. Um, and yeah, I like seeing him kind of what happened. I like it tying back to the original. He cut back to what was going on business wise in the present, and then go back to his past and how he got to where it was.
Right.
I liked all that. I think my favorite part is when he was in the past and kind of seeing how it went from, coming out of that pit to getting to where it was in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And obviously all the stuff was cool. It's funny because they have the characters that literally just feels like my mom, me and my mom watched together, the show, And she's like, "Why I feel like they just like so pulled some random people from the '80s and just threw them into the show." Those are like side characters. They're just like so random. Like everyone's all like crazy, like in either super futuristic and just like those people who look like they were stuck in the '80s. But yeah, all that stuff like in the present was cool too. Like seeing them interact. I liked seeing them make like trade deals and stuff. Like it just seemed like pretty badass.
Yeah.
It was cool. And then they introduced the Mandalorian, which I'm fine with. Like if it's part of the main Boba Fett story, and obviously, I'm not gonna lie. Like obviously, you're gonna have to catch up a bit, because like you're gonna want to see what happens, like what happened exactly. But I didn't feel like they had to do all of that in that current episode. They could have had him show up, been like, oh, I just had to drop off Grogu here, and I kind of have a dark saber still. And they could have done like maybe like a little catch up, and then he ends up going to Boba Fett and telling him everything. But I just feel like if it's like like in the finale where Mandalorian isn't it, I feel like he was perfect in the episode because he's obviously something that we've already seen 2 seasons of, so we're gonna want to see some of him. But he still felt like a side character in that episode.
Yeah.
Obviously, him and Grogu have moments, but if it's part of the story that's already going on and it makes sense to why it could happen like that, and again, it's part of the story that is meant to be told, and then I don't mind it if they're like side characters have their little moments, but it's like part of what's going on. The biggest problem I have with episode 5 and 6 is that it basically feels like they should be not part of the show. They should be their own little spin-offs, essentially. Like, especially episode 6, I feel like a majority of that could have been its own little mini short on Disney Plus.
Right.
Or like in Mandalorian season 3. Like, I find honestly it would have been better, I felt like, if in the finale they had Grogu show up and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And all of a sudden he knows how to use the Force. And then in Mandalorian season 3, we figure out what happened. Like we have a flashback, because I feel like it would make more sense in that context, in that story, than to just randomly have that here in the Book of Boba Fett, which is about him trying to stop spices and stuff, and how he got back and his whole origin and stuff like that. So that's the biggest problem I have with it. Is it cool? Obviously, it is. Like seeing, okay, I didn't like Luke Skywalker that much.
The CGI?
Characters, his CGI when he's standing still is cool. Just when he's moving around, it looks a bit janky.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you know this, but when he would talk, I was like, why does it feel so off? Like it's not a real person. That's because it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's literally they used an AI to
Which is wild.
make up lines for Luke Skywalker, which I didn't like. I think it like just get an actor. Just get an actor. But that kind of ties into the biggest problem I have with like Star Wars and Star Wars fans. They kind of don't like change. They kind of like being used to what they're already used to, and kind of just tiebacks and stuff they've already kind of seen. Like, for example, we've already seen 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. So of course, like they're just gonna automatically just want more of that. Like they're not interested in getting used to a whole new story, a whole new cast of characters, like with Boba Fett. Even though technically Boba Fett's not a new character, but all that new stuff, they would rather see something we're already familiar to and kind of want more of. So of course, that episode of Mandalorian, they're gonna say it's the best. I feel like no matter who directed it, no matter who made it, anything with more Mandalorian would have been the best episode just because it's Mandalorian. But it's like, even the problems people have with The Last Jedi, it was so different. Like, but then they like the Mandalorian finale where Luke Skywalker just shows up and effortlessly kills a bunch of faceless robots in like 3 seconds. Like that's cool to them because it's just, Luke Skywalker is just like, he beats stuff up all good. Like I don't want to see that. Like that's just not satisfying me. I'd rather see like a proper arc, a proper story, and seeing them grow and develop and go through emotions as characters. See them kind of just effortlessly show up and just start, destroying stuff. It's like, it's cool, and you used to seeing them like do stuff like that, but it's just not I don't know, not very satisfying. And like like with that episode, you just like see it go totally off the rails. Like first you're seeing Cad Bane introduced, which goes with the show, but like it's sort of kind of just there in a way. Like
Yeah.
especially again, the biggest thing is that whole stuff with Luke Skywalker. Ahsoka shows up. Why? Kind of just because. Like
Yeah, I guess.
and this whole stuff of Luke training Grogu. Why is this in this episode? This should have been in the Mandalorian or its own little spin-off series. Especially because we don't even go back to it. We don't even go back to like seeing what happened to Luke or anything. So it kind of was just there just to show, Grogu's being trained, but you could have saved that. Like you could have done more with Boba Fett, talking more about with the people or kind of trying to figure out plans or trying to see. You could have done honestly an episode that was just him trying to go find people to help him in the whole war, whatever. But they don't. They just go off into this whole separate thing. And like for someone who was such a big fan of those first 4 episodes, like I wish we could have gotten more of just Boba Fett stuff, doing cool stuff, instead of just going off into just cool stuff that I like seeing. But like I like Boba Fett. I like obviously that story, but I would rather see something new, a new story, like new stuff with Boba Fett, introduce new characters that I can become attached to. Like even if I wasn't like super a big fan of like every character in the show, I like seeing new characters and new people to follow along with. Rather than just go back to the same old and see what they're doing. It's most of the time just them doing the same old stuff we've seen before, like Luke using lightsaber, Luke doing flips and stuff, Mandalorian, just like I'd rather see something new than just, let's just go back to what we're used to. And that's the biggest problem I have with it. Now, when it comes to the finale, I liked it. Like I wasn't a gigantic fan of it. But it was cool. Like it reminded me of like a kaiju movie a little bit, saying that the monsters go up there, kind of start destroying stuff.
Right.
I knew Baby Yoda was gonna, of course, use the Force at some point and stop something. I knew it, right when he got introduced. And I am hyped to see Mandalorian season 3 whenever that happens.
Yeah.
And I noticed that it did say season finale on Boba Fett, so I hope we get another season of it.
I think so.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope it stays more on Boba Fett's story. Unless obviously you want to tie stuff in, like I don't know if people from older movies are going to just randomly show up because you're alive, we thought you were dead, which I kind of hope they don't do. One of my biggest fears going into finale was I was afraid that Luke was going to show up with Grogu to drop him off, and he's going to see all the action and just destroy them all in 3 seconds. Like that, I was thinking that was going to happen because. Obviously, people would like it because, look, Luke saved the day easy. But, like, that would have sucked because, just a random character, nothing to do with it, goes and saves the day like nothing. But luckily, they didn't do that. When the ship showed up, I was like, oh, no. But luckily, it was just R2-D2 and just Grogu there. So I was like, all right, cool. Right. Just leave it at that. Don't bring in Luke.
Right.
Just please.
Yeah. Because the Mandalorian season 2 finale, we got plenty of Luke actions. Like it would have just been a repeat. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't. Yeah, I prefer him not being there. Yeah.
If you want to see, just repeat the stuff we've seen already.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it kind of and all the stuff with Boba Fett teaming up with Mandalorian was so cool. Like seeing them work together. That was awesome. But yeah, obviously I wasn't as big of a fan of episode 5 and 6 as many other people were. But yeah, I really like it, and I like the show's entire as a whole. I'd say I give this show like an 8.5, like you said.
Yeah. Okay.
It's funny because most people like the latter, like the last half of it, but I prefer kind of the first half.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, it's conflicting. It's like I don't know how to like. Yeah, it was good though. Like it's great. Like more Star Wars, the better. If you ask me. I think Disney's doing a good job.
It definitely fits into Star Wars because it's controversial and
of course. Yeah, of course. And I think people also. I only looked at a few reactions. I haven't watched any like reaction videos, but I saw a few takes on Twitter or whatever. I think some people are upset about Cad Bane getting killed, and also like the post-credit scene was kind of pointless. Like, we know Cobb Vanth's still alive. Why do you got to show him in the tank or whatever? I don't know, but like. I don't know. I guess people were probably hoping for like a big cameo. Like there was rumors about Han Solo showing up or something. There was rumors about Amelia Clarke from the Han Solo movie showing up because she's gonna film for Secret Invasion soon for Marvel. So they're like, oh, she's probably on that set. She can film for this because she's part of that, syndicate or whatever. But
yeah, I
like,
don't want any of that.
yeah, like, yeah, it's like, okay, we can have a finale that's just a regular finale. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Like it could just be its own little thing. It doesn't need to have all these tie-ins. Like people were thinking Mace Windu would show up, and like, man, it's just like, yeah, I'm glad it was just a regular finale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would rather have it focus on Boba Fett kind of figuring things out and having his own conclusion.
Yeah, and I
Having a bunch of
personally,
other characters come in.
right, and I personally really like how, I mean, I'm not a Cad Bane fan per se. Like I've seen a couple seasons of the Clone Wars. I haven't watched much else in terms of the animated stuff, but I know Cad Bane's like this awesome character, and people are upset that he died, which I get. But like I thought it was a great moment because like he's insulting the Tusken Raiders, and then freaking Boba Fett pulls out the stick and kills him with it. I thought that was an awesome scene. So I thought
that's like a nice callback to what he had. Like that
exactly.
makes sense. And what do you expect to happen? It's like a Western shootout. Those never last more than like a minute.
Oh yeah, like no
like
one.
there's
There's no
someone
way
dies.
someone exactly. There's no way they're both getting out of this. So yeah, exactly. So, and I think there is going to be season 2 because like the last shot of Boba Fett, he's with the whole gang. Like the whole gang is there. The Wookiees there. Like they're all still alive. So I'm like, yeah, they're definitely going to do a season 2.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
hope so.
it'll be cool. It'll be like Mandalorian season 3, and then probably Book of Boba Fett season 2. Like it'll go back and forth. I don't know how long they're going to do it, but yeah, man, it's just good. It's a great pairing of shows, and they're obviously going to do the Ahsoka show. The Obi-Wan show's coming out later this year, apparently, which I'm super hyped for.
The prequels.
Yeah, right.
The prequel stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Disney's handling it might be better.
Yeah. They're redeeming the prequels in a way, because I know when they announced Hayden Christensen's coming back for Obi-Wan, everybody was actually happy for that because, initially we hated him back in the day, but now it's like, okay, after the years of, I'm sure he got tons of flack for playing Anakin so poorly in episode 2. He did a pretty good job in episode 3, but like, yeah, man, like it's going to be cool seeing them again on screen. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, that's going to be wild. Like, man.
It's funny because with Star Wars, like I kept seeing this on Twitter. Everyone's like, yeah, every time a new Star Wars product comes out, you're reminded of like why Star Wars has like the worst community ever.
Oh yeah, man.
Basically, whatever comes out beforehand, fans of that are just automatically going to hate what comes out next.
Exactly.
Like, the fans of the original trilogy hated the prequels when they came out. All those kids who watched the prequels growing up, who are now old enough to tweet, hate all the new stuff that is coming out.
Right.
All those fans of the new stuff kind of wasn't a fan of going back when it came to Mandalorian. And all the fans of Mandalorian didn't like Boba Fett because they have enough times in Mandalorian, except for like obviously finale. So yeah, basically everyone hates everybody in Star Wars. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I wish we could live in a world where everybody just like, okay, like if you like it, that's fine. I respect your opinion.
Like it's such a big galaxy, so many stories. Just like respect each story and like fan base. If you don't like it, like it's funny because usually it's the prequels fans who are the most shitty, most hating on everything. Yet back in the like our younger days, everyone chat on those movies, and I'm sure it wouldn't make them feel happy being back in those days when everyone was just crapping on the.
Oh, are you still there?
Everybody else. Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, sorry, it disconnected for a second. Oh, sorry. Just repeat the last thing you said. Yeah.
No, I was saying for a generation that kind of grew up with a lot of people crapping on their movies, I don't get why they think it's fine to do it to everyone else's stuff. Like, especially the fans of the sequel movies. Like, and even then, I've seen people like crapping on the original movies. Like, oh, it's not even prequels, not as like heavy, not as story based, not as lore based. But I'm just like, who cares about all that fucking political lore? Like, just give me some fucking lightsaber battles. Like that's like, goddamn.
Yeah, man. I mean, I personally like every Star Wars movie. I mean, Attack of the Clones sucks,
Except
but
for,
like it has
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones has good moments, has some cool stuff in it, but that movie sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Phantom Menace is a guilty pleasure, but like I pretty much like all Star Wars, so I wish more people could be like that. So like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's whatever. Yeah. It's whatever. Yeah.
Like, honestly, I've seen half of the Phantom Menace. I couldn't get through it, and I haven't seen Attack of the Clones, but I've seen Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, you haven't even seen Attack of the Clones.
I'm scared to get into Attack of the Clones.
Oh my god.
That's funny because I might do a video of that where it's like watching the
Yeah,
prequels as a sequel fan.
just cringing at episode 2 in particular. Oh boy.
I already know. I can already predict the comments saying, "You gonna like the stupid sequels, but then not like stuff talking about sand."
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
So
Man, it's
yeah,
so funny.
I'm not looking forward to Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
But
Like I said,
no,
there are cool moments in it though. Like Jango Fett's in it, he's a badass. There's lots of lightsaber action in it, which is cool. But like honestly, the love story sucks. The special effects are horrendous. It's just a bad movie.
I feel like with the prequels, everything's over the top and it's just super cheesy cartoon stuff. Like it's funny because they just throw in like a bajillion lightsabers and Jedi there just to have like, oh look, you liked one battle between a Jedi and a bad guy. Well,
Right.
here's a million, like a crap ton
Yeah.
of people with lightsabers just fighting each other. Over
That's
like,
what
everything's super extra.
that's what Attack of the Clones is in a nutshell, basically. So episode 3 is great though. I love episode 3. Episode 1's a guilty pleasure, like I said. But yeah, man, the prequel trilogies are such a mess. It's such a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
So
the first movie, like and because like the 19 minutes to me were just so boring. Like I'm like, what do I care about any of this right
yeah.
now?
Well, it's also like I mentioned before, like Phantom Menace was the first Star Wars movie I saw, I'm pretty sure, because I had it on VHS and I grew up with that. So like I watched it a bajillion times. So I have that movie like ingrained in my memory and
I'm glad you're aware though. Like you're not
yeah.
using
Oh,
nostalgia as a way to.
I'm fully saying yes, it's absolutely a guilty pleasure. I know it's bad. Like I know it. It's like sort of like Suicide Squad, the first one. It's a bad movie, but it's such a guilty pleasure. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So I think that's enough Star Wars talk, I think we got all our opinions out. So I've also been continuing my new movie every day thing. I haven't missed a day still. So I've watched
Okay.
a bunch of stuff. So I think the last time we talked, the last thing I watched was Hustlers with J Lo. I think that's the last one.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, ever since then, I watched Encanto. I watched
Ooh, nice.
I, Tonya with Margot Robbie, which was an excellent movie. Hellboy 1 and 2 because I've never seen him before, and I'm not gonna watch the reboot because I heard it sucked, so I'm not gonna watch the Hellboy reboot. I watched that movie Chronicle. You know that movie Chronicle?
Oh my god, one of my favorites. Yes.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched the Charlie Chaplin biopic that stars Robert Downey Jr. That was excellent.
Oh.
I watched the movie Monster, which is the movie Charlize Theron won an Oscar for. That was really good. They filmed part of that in Orlando, and I recognized it. I watched the movie Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. That movie was epic. I loved it. Christopher Nolan's Insomnia, where Robin Williams plays a psychopath, and it was really good. Jackass Forever, already mentioned that. I watched Hacksaw Ridge with Andrew Garfield. Oscar nominee, by the way, this year. We'll talk about that too later.
Yeah.
I watched The Rocketeer, Disney movie, which is like a fan favorite of, like that movie's got a cult following. I'd never seen it, but I finally watched it and it was really good. I watched the movie Frozen from 2010, that horror movie about people on the ski lift.
Yes.
I loved it. I watched a ton of good stuff. The Killing of a Sacred Deer, it's like an A24 horror movie. That was a unique movie, I'll just say that.
Which movie? Sorry, can I cut out? What did you say?
The Killing of a Sacred Deer, A24.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
that was interesting. I watched, let's see, The Burbs with Tom Hanks. It's like a horror movie, sort of a comedy. What else? Let's see. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's like an old movie from 1969. I watched that last night. But yeah, I watched a bunch of stuff. So yeah, any of those in particular wanted to discuss that you've seen?
Not that I know of. I was going to
Encanto?
mention. Oh, right, Encanto. Yeah. That movie's great.
Yeah, the grandma kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, she's kind of a old hag, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about her or Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah. So you liked it?
It was really good.
I was surprised. I wasn't thinking I was gonna like it that much. I fucking hated Coco, so I was like, oh no, this is
really
kind of similar. Yeah, that's my least favorite Pixar. Fuck that movie.
Oh wow.
Anyway, yeah, no. I was worried, but then I watched it and I was like, this is really, really good. Like this was fantastic. Like it's great. It's a solid Disney movie.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it still wasn't my favorite animated movie of last year though. I still think I'm gonna give that to Mitchell's versus the Machines.
Yeah, I gotta watch that
Um,
too.
yeah, and I think I still like Luca a little bit more. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a solid movie. Last year, like the Disney movies, I haven't seen Raya yet. I own it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
But Disney was pretty solid last year. I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, like Encanto was it was good. It was fun. I like the colors. It's very colorful, and the
Oh
family
yeah,
was
the
really fun. The
animation
songs,
was fantastic.
yeah, the animation was beautiful. The songs were awesome. Which is funny because like we don't talk about Bruno didn't get nominated for an Oscar. A different song did. I forgot the name of it though.
Yeah,
Um,
they're asked that he story. I think they put that one where it's like I think they nominate. I think they pushed to put that song in from the very end when you see like the husband die, whatever.
right.
That song, but it's like you idiot. The other song is so much better. Like it's catchier. It's just
Well,
like
I saw something online. I think because they didn't know that song was going to be such a hit, so they didn't put that in for the contender, like for your consideration. They put the other song instead. They didn't know we didn't talk about Bruno was going to be such a hit. That's
no.
why
They
it didn't get
asked him.
nominated.
They asked him about it. Lin Manuel Miranda. They're like, how come you didn't nominate? So we talk about Bruno. It's literally number one right now. I think it was like recently, and he's like, that's because we didn't feel like it. We felt like the other song was more in tune with the story. Really, like
Uh,
was about what Encanto was about. And I was like,
right.
yeah, but like, and the other song's better.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see. Yeah. So the Oscar nominations. So I
Oh,
noticed,
yeah.
yeah, some snubs here. So Denis Villeneuve
Okay.
didn't get
Okay.
nominated for Best Director, which sucks.
No, no, no. Okay. 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 So this is the first time where it's like, I think I'm like in tune with all the movies that are nominated for stuff. Mostly, there's some stuff I still need to watch and I don't know too much about,
Yeah.
but there's definitely snubs. Something we could thought could have been changed. Um, so I think the most important thing right now is we should probably talk about what's nominated for Best Picture, which I have right here.
Mm,
We'll see. Let's see what we agree with and what we think could have been switched out.
okay.
So obviously, the one I know you're going for or had about is Nightmare Alley.
Yep.
I think so. Yep. Was that your favorite movie last year? No, huh? Or was it?
Okay, so here's the thing. I watched it in theaters and then they put it on HBO Max recently and I watched it again and man, I love that movie so much. Like it was so much of a breeze on the second watch. I don't know, it might be. I mean, I still think Suicide Squad might have been my favorite movie last year, but it's up there. Um, I don't know, man. I need to watch it a couple more times, but yeah, I assume you're rooting for Licorice Pizza probably because I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I am. Just because that's like the one movie I don't know. Just because it's like, why not? I wasn't like a super gigantic fan, like some people are of Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
But it's a movie that, like, so far I've seen from my list that I had like the best time with, so that's what I'm going for. But I still need to see everything else though. So, like, I still haven't watched West Side Story, which I really, really want to watch. I just haven't
Uh,
gotten to it, and I still need to watch Dune. I have it, I just haven't watched it yet. And like some of the
yeah.
other stuff, I still need to see. But the most controversial pick is Don't Look Up, which a lot of people are kind of pissed off that's in
Right.
there.
I heard that movie wasn't good. Like, why is it Best Picture nominee? Like, what? Like, okay, interesting. Um,
Okay, okay. So I think they should have taken out Don't Look Up
mhm.
and put in Malignant, obviously.
Oh boy.
How funny would that have
Wait, Malignant should at
been?
least get like best makeup or something. I know the Oscars kind of snub horror movies in general, but like, dude, they should have at least gave it some sort of makeup. You know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty well done, I think. I don't know. Let me see. What did get best makeup? But out of the 10 best pictures, though, I've only seen Nightmare Alley and Dune. So, like, there's 8 other movies there that I didn't. There's some of those I didn't even heard of. There's a movie
Well,
called
luckily,
Coda.
I think, yeah, Coda I've heard of.
I haven't even heard of
It's on
that.
Apple TV. It's like, I think it's their like exclusive. Belfast, I've seen the trailer for in theaters like twice.
Hmm.
Don't Look Up, I've obviously heard of. I know that's on Netflix. Drive My Car, I heard like it had no promo. They didn't put any money into
Yeah,
marketing. It's
didn't
all
hear
based
that
on word
one.
of mouth.
Hmm.
Yeah. Dune, obviously. I haven't seen that one yet, but I have it. Licorice Pizza I've seen. The Power of the Dog, that's a Netflix thing. King Richard, that's on HBO Max. So all the stuff I can watch beforehand, which I like. I kind of want to know like what's up there. But I still, I need to definitely catch up on some stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to watch some of these before the actual ceremony. Like, yeah, don't look up. I'll watch on Netflix. Coda's on Apple, which I have a free trial on Apple right now, so I'm definitely gonna watch that. I guess I hadn't even heard of that, even though it's the name of the Funko Street finale.
Yeah.
Belfast, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the trailer a couple times. King Richard, I can watch on HBO Max. Licorice Pizza, I'm not sure where I'm gonna watch that at. I could still go see that. I think it's still in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely catch up on some of these. But yeah, best director, no Denis Villeneuve for Dune, unfortunately. Lady Gaga did not get nominated for House of Gucci, which I think is crazy. She was incredible, but it's okay. Let's see, best actor. We got Benedict Cumberbatch and Andrew Garfield nominated, so that's pretty cool.
I'm going for Andrew Garfield, man. Like, he deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tick Tick Boom, but my sister loves that movie, so like,
I still need to watch it too.
Yeah. Will Smith and Denzel are both nominated also, and Javier Bardem. So yeah, it's 5 great actors that I know all their stuff pretty much, for the most part. Never seen any of these movies that they're not. Oh, I did watch Tragedy of Macbeth. Denzel was good in that, but I don't know. Let's see. Supporting, we got J.K. Simmons nominated again, which is cool.
Okay, I obviously okay. First off, it would have been funny if they put Spider-Man No Way Home as Best Picture, because that would have pissed off so much of film Twitter. Like that, that's what I wanted. I always wanted to see those pretentious people just collapse. Like that would have been so funny to me.
Yeah.
But obviously, I knew it wasn't going to get Best Picture. But I was hoping Willem Dafoe would have gotten Best Supporting Actor.
Dude,
like he put his heart out into that performance.
It also upset me. So in 2017, there was 2 things I was praying would get nominated, but I knew they wouldn't. No, Lighthouse is 2018, I think, or 2019. No, 2019. 2019.
Oh yeah.
No, so in 2017, Andy Serkis in War for the Planet of the Apes. I know it's motion capture, but I wanted him to get nominated so badly, and I wanted Hugh Jackman to get nominated for Logan. But those 2 guys that year, I really wanted it to happen, and neither one happened, unfortunately. So in this case, it's a similar thing. It's like Willem Dafoe killed it, bro. I know it's a superhero movie, but like, they nominated Black Panther for Best Picture back in 2018. And Joker, right? Yeah, Joker. Yeah. And that's not like a conventional superhero
best
movie. But
performance.
He did.
For Joker.
Exactly. And so did Heath Ledger for Dark Knight. Yeah, like there are superhero movies that are contenders. So I think Willem Dafoe should have got nominated. I agree with you.
Man,
it's such a shame.
Supporting actor.
And he has yet to win an Oscar too, in general. So that when that day comes,
bullshit.
I know. Oh, man. So we'll see. One day we'll see it happen. Gary Oldman won a couple years ago. Leonardo DiCaprio won a couple years ago. So these long overdue Oscars, they do happen eventually. So he'll win at some point. Yeah, he will. But yeah, like I said, best original song, we got one from Encanto. We got the Billie Eilish No Time to Die, which I think is just okay. I'm not really a huge fan of it. Let's see.
I think it was that bad.
Yeah, I mean, the Skyfall's a better song, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. It is. The Casino Royale song's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. Best cinematography, Dune is probably going to win that with a landslide victory, I'm sure. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I just want to put on the Twilight cover starring
Oscar nominee Kristen Stewart.
Oscar winner Kristen Stewart.
I mean, she might win.
And the Batman.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing Batman early. I don't know if you saw AMC and Regal.
March 1st.
Yeah, they're doing the early showing. Did you get that or not?
Unfortunately, I saw that whole thing late, and I looked, and it was all sold out. The one near me.
So I got lucky because as soon as the email popped up, I clicked it, and tons of the seats were sold already. I'm like, what the hell? Did I get this email really late or something? So I was able to get like a third to the last row. So it's still a pretty good seat. But it's an IMAX showing only, which I'm fine with, whatever. So I'm seeing it pretty early. I think it's on a Tuesday. Yeah.
It is on Tuesday.
That's pretty cool. It's going to be 3 hours of just IMAX, which is going to be interesting. So yeah.
Yeah. And okay, the biggest gripe I had with this year's Oscar nominations was for Best Visual Effects.
Oh,
that was the one that pissed me off the most.
Okay,
because okay, this should have. Okay, hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I'll tell you which one should have been switched out. Give me one momento.
I
I
have
gotta
it
pull this
here.
up. Okay, send it to me on the Twitter DMs.
Okay, so wait, it's
Send it to me.
Dune. It's only 5. It's Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, take out Free Guy, put in Eternals. Take out
Right.
Shang-Chi and put in Last Night in Soho, because if you watch the behind the
Oh,
scenes, the
yeah.
visuals for that movie are insane how they pulled it off. Like, you wouldn't even tell. Like, dude, they
Oh,
should have put in Last Night in Soho.
yeah, I just realized. I don't think that movie got nominated for anything. I didn't even think about that.
Which is, if you don't want to nominate for Best Picture, fine. But if you don't nominate for Best Visual
Anything?
Effects or any, like, dude, that
Yeah,
movie pulled off and did so much.
it
Like,
didn't get anything. Yeah.
that
Wow.
should have been nominated for Best Visual Effects. Like, it's obviously not as much as something like Shang-Chi or Dune, but
Right.
it, like, what it pulled off. And, like, I don't know if you watched the behind the scenes on the Blu-ray. Did
I
you?
did. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see all the visual effect stuff? It's
Yeah, it was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. Like that whole scene where she's walking in 1960s London or whatever, that was all like a visual thing, which
Yeah.
is nuts. Yeah.
And all the stuff with the mirrors and all that, how they did that. Like,
Yeah.
that was,
Man,
the mirror
that
tower, the mirror.
sucks. I'm pretty sure Baby Driver, like, yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, Baby Driver probably got nominated for something at least. Let me go check.
It did. It won Best Sound Design,
Oh, it did. Yeah, it
which
should.
Last Night in Soho probably should have done too.
Crazy, dude. I don't know. They're snubbing it
Yeah,
in the right.
so you should have taken out Free Guy, put in Eternals. You should take out, you know, Shang-Chi, should have put in Last Night in Soho. And I feel like they should have put in the Suicide Squad, I think.
Yeah, people who are on Twitter were like putting screenshots of Starro, like up close shots of his eye. Like, yeah, dude, like the visuals in that were really good. They should have. Yeah, yeah. Suicide Squad
Or
should.
no, sorry, not Suicide. Yeah, they should put Godzilla versus Kong as best visual effects.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the
Like,
visuals in
I
that are
honestly would say
incredible.
it had better visual effects than Spider-Man, honestly. Like the
Yeah.
close-ups and stuff. Like, so that's what I feel like. They should have taken out Spider-Man for Godzilla versus Kong. They should have
Mhm.
taken out Free Guy for Last Night in Soho. Should have taken out Eternals. I mean, should have taken out Shang-Chi and put in Eternals. That's what I think they should have done.
Yeah. So, by the way, Baby Driver had 3 nominations, but it didn't win any. So I think they just don't like
No?
Edgar Wright. Yeah, it didn't win any.
Yeah, I guess they don't.
Best editing, and sound mixing, but it didn't win any of
That
them.
should have won all 3 of
Sound
those.
mixing for sure. Yeah. Like what? What won that year? Let me go check.
And
That's really
editing. Like, everything was cut to music perfectly in that movie. They should have gave it the win.
so let's
What
see.
one?
Baby Driver was 2017. So let me see. Let me scrolling. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan. Okay, I could
Are
see
you?
that. It's a war movie. I haven't watched it yet,
I don't know.
but
I
Baby
don't think
Driver,
the
man, that's
sound.
got some great sound
Yeah,
mixing.
yeah, better than that movie. I tell you that. And
That's
this is someone who's seen it.
that's wild. I don't know. The Oscars are very polarizing. So um but yeah, let me think. What else happened? So they're also doing the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee show on Hulu with Sebastian Stan. Have you been watching? Do you know about that show? And Seth
I've
Rogen?
heard. I haven't seen it yet though.
Yeah, I watched. They put out the first 3 episodes last week, and then there's a new one today. I haven't watched the new one yet, but I watched the first 3, and it's pretty good. It's a really funny show, actually. Like, it's hilarious. Um, Sebastian Stan's like a great actor, dude. Like, I know I've only seen him as like Winter Soldier, but like he was in I, Tonya, and he was also in this show, obviously, and he's really good. Like, he's actually got a lot of range. Like, he can do serious, he can do funny, he can do everything. And then they got the girl from Baby Driver playing Pamela Anderson, and she's really good too. So it's a funny show. Like, Seth Rogen looks really unrecognizable because he shaved his beard off, but and he's got like a mullet because it takes place in the 90s. But it's a fun show though. Like, I recommend it. There's a lot of nudity, obviously, and there's a really funny scene with Sebastian Stan in the nude. I'll just say that.
Oh, did they show you the entire scene?
uh and more. It's sort of I'll just say frontal. I'll just say that frontal. Oh god, it's pretty funny. But yeah, trying to think what else. So there's not much coming out in theaters, really, is there? Like, I know Batman comes out in March, but like anything coming out this month?
I don't think so.
It's kind of a slow beginning of the year.
Yeah, although I mean, with Super Bowl coming around, there's probably gonna be some good trailers.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl. So I'm not a football fan, obviously. Have they already do we know who's playing yet on either side
Yeah,
yet? Or okay, so
yeah,
who's confirmed?
The Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's funny
Okay.
because it takes place in Los Angeles, so they're gonna be at the home stadium.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna win then. Oh, and I guess we could talk about too. Like I said, I'm not a football guy, but I think Tom Brady's pretty cool. How do you feel about his retirement?
Thank God.
Oh really?
Get him out of there. Burn it. Just destroy it. Get him out.
Because he got 7 rings and he's on Florida. So I'm like, yeah, we got Tom Brady, but I don't know. I could see
You have 2 Florida teams, so
yeah, but like I could see why people aren't a fan of him because like he just keeps winning every freaking
no, I'm
Super
sure
Bowl.
he's a cool dude.
Yeah,
But like as an
it's
athlete,
like all right,
he just
enough is
annoys me.
enough. Yeah. So I mean, he was there for 22 seasons or whatever, which is like more
It's
than
funny
enough.
because
So
in his retirement, he only mentions Tampa Bay, which he's been with for like 2 years, and not his
right,
other team, which he was with for like 12
20
years or
years.
something.
Yeah,
Or
no, 20
20
years.
years.
Yeah,
20.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. I know. Cold shoulder, but yeah, it's whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss seeing him though, because like I said, he was sort of like a constant. Because I only watch the Super Bowl, to be honest. I don't watch football, so like seeing him pretty frequently on the Super Bowl was pretty exciting. I don't know, but I don't know. So who are you rooting for then? Los Angeles, I assume, because you're in California.
Yeah, and Cincinnati is a rival to the Steelers, which is the team I go for.
Oh,
So
okay,
like, yeah, I'm going for Los Angeles. Plus, I'm in the Los Angeles area, so
okay. I'll
yeah,
root for LA too then. All right, that'll be fun.
yeah.
With all the commercials and the halftime show with freaking so many people: Kendrick, Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Very
Uh,
California lineup.
yeah, it is. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Which, oh yeah, before we move on to Super Bowl stuff, since we're talking about Los Angeles, and you mentioned it slightly earlier,
Mm.
I watched Twilight in theaters. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I told Tyler, basically, there's this theater in downtown LA called the Alamo Draft
Mm.
and they were re-showing the first Twilight movie. And as soon as I found out, I bought tickets and took the little drive over there, and it was the experience. The baseball scene that happens literally shook my theater, and I couldn't have been happier.
Oh my god.
So yeah, just throw that out there. I can now say I've seen it in theaters, and I'm happy and I'm proud. And I always tell people this: when you see a movie in theaters, it feels different. Like it just
Yes,
changes it. It's so weird. It just feels like a whole new movie.
it
And it's
is.
the same thing for this. So I was so glad to see it. Just felt new. Like,
Mhm.
and I would recommend if you have a favorite movie to go rewatch it in theaters because it's like a whole different thing.
Right.
So yeah, seeing this in theaters literally was a dream come true. I'm so glad I did. Um, and yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch those at some point. I'll do like a 5 day in a row sort of marathon probably
I am
just for you.
so excited for that.
Oh man, that'd be funny. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about those. It's gonna be something.
I'm pretty sure since you're like a 2000s boy, you might like it a bit more, and I feel like
Yeah.
you might get it. Okay, so it gets more Hollywood along the series, but the first one, it's kind of like a bit like Malignant in a way. Like
Okay.
they know the source material, so they just like have it so like over the top. It's just like it's perfect. It is perfect. Like you'll see. I think you'll know what I mean. Plus, the score itself is pretty fucking great. So yeah,
All
I feel like you're
right.
gonna like the first movie more than you think.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The
I'll be
second one
optimistic.
sucks. The second one sucks. The third one I like more than others. I really like the third one. The fourth one, it's basically a part one, so you know how that is. Just build up
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
finale, and the finale is pretty great.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah,
So the odd
I feel
number,
like you're gonna be pleasantly
ones are
surprised.
good, and the even number ones aren't good.
No. I mean, Breaking Dawn Part One, it's a good movie. It's just set up, and you see kind of the main characters basically just suffering the whole movie. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. It's good. The only one I don't like is the second one.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, I
But
did just actually look. So what is coming out? I completely forgot about this. Is Uncharted? Are you interested in Uncharted? Because I'm not.
I am. I like the games. I really
Me
do
too.
like the games. And it kind of seems like it might be a little bit of a generic action movie, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go watch it, and I hope it's good.
Yeah, because it's like I don't know how to feel. Like Tom Holland, I really like him. Like he's great. It's just I don't see him as Nathan Drake. And from the trailers, like it seems like he's doing a good job, but like I don't know, something about it just doesn't fit. And Mark Wahlberg is Sully. Like I don't know. Like it's such weird casting. Like that's my biggest really issue with it. Like I'm not gonna see it on opening night, but like I'll like let people review it and like I'll let you like you'll let me know how it is, whatever, and maybe I'll go see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see opening night, but I'll see it when it's in theaters.
Yeah. Like I love the games. Like the games are fantastic. But I don't know. Like video game movies have always been like a problem. Like they can never really perfect it.
Sometimes, the
Yeah.
Sonic movie wasn't bad.
Yeah, Sonic's pretty good. I like that movie. It's fun.
Wreck-It
I'd
Ralph
love
was
for them.
good.
Yeah. Like I'd love for them to make a BioShock movie one day. That's my dream. But I don't know. So they should make a GTA movie because they announced GTA 6 recently, finally.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock said he's gonna be making a Fortnite movie. That could be your chance to come to California if they make a Fortnite movie.
Dude, that
We'll
would
watch
be
that day one.
Fortnite the movie. Oh my god. What even would that be? Just people just running around killing each other, drinking shield potions and stuff?
I actually had an idea for a Fortnite movie, but
Huh.
like one time I was at work and I was like, what if I wasn't if they approached me and said, Aaron, I want you to write and direct a Fortnite movie, what would that be like? And I kind of had an envision in my mind, but just in case they do approach me, I'm not gonna reveal it all right.
Okay.
But yeah, that would be pretty funny if they made a Fortnite movie. I think they did a while back, but then Sony was like, no. But I think that's when they were still early in development because they didn't want it to be like another emoji movie thing or just like a fad, and
Oh god.
But I think I don't know. They could make a Fortnite movie. They could.
Yeah.
But they should make a GTA movie. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they'll do it at one point, I'm sure. Whether it's The Rock or not, I don't know.
Even though,
Okay.
I was gonna say that there's also Pixels.
Oh, I heard that's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you haven't seen it because I'm a big fan of your Goosebumps movie unboxing, and you mentioned you
Oh,
don't see it.
I still haven't seen it. Yeah. Oh, they announced
You still haven't seen it?
Disney Plus is doing a Goosebumps show, right? Isn't that pretty
Yeah,
cool?
they
Yeah, that's
did.
pretty
They did
cool.
announce that the other day. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I wonder if I know because Sony made the movies,
Hmm.
so I know it's probably going to be a reboot, which I'm interested in because I am in love with the original series. Like that
Hmm.
show is like I grew up watching it. I don't have nostalgia to rewatch it. It's great. It's just like super like corny and like the good way, like the '90s way, Like
Yeah.
it's just really good. It's just really just fun to watch. I love the first movie. The second movie isn't as great. Which I kind of wish they would make a third movie, like another good one. But I don't know now since Disney kind of I guess has the rights to it now. But if they're remaking the show, I hope they do it justice. Like they do it super modern and it's very just good. I hope it's not just like super, just like I hope they take it seriously, but they do it in a way where it's like respecting the material.
Right.
Like I'm not one of those people who's like it better be just like how it is in the books, or else it sucks. Like if they want to do a new take on it, if it is like the third reboot of it, then I'm all down for it. As long as they just do it well, like it's really good visuals. It's not super just like cheap Disney. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
They really do it justice, and I will be totally on board. I'm gonna for sure watch it. I don't know. I can't wait for it. Like I just want to see what their take on it is. I hope they put in like as much effort as they do with their other shows into it, and get people who really love Goosebumps to work on it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm excited. Um,
Yeah, I just read a little bit about it. It's going to be 10 episodes. It's not going to be an anthology. It's going to be serialized. So it's not going to be a different story each episode. So that's different, right?
yeah, it is. Each episode, it's in the original was
Its own thing.
each one was a different book because none of the
Yeah.
books connected.
Right.
Until like the later on, but like that was like way down the line. But the originals, each one was like its own thing. You could pick up a book and not have read any other Goosebumps book, and you would know what's going on. It was its own thing. So now the fact that it's going to be like that, I'm unsure, but that's kind of how the movie is. Did you ever watch it, even though you did an unboxing of it?
No, I still haven't seen it. No.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of meta because like the author is like the main character, Jack Black's character.
Oh.
So it's kind of serialized in a bit where it's like all the books come to life and it's just like one story in the
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like that.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's in like this or not. I've seen the same thing where like they find the Goosebumps books and each one comes out and each one are dealing with it, which I kind of don't want them to do. Kind of, I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going to be like yet, so I'm interested to see, and I really hope it doesn't suck because I like Goosebumps.
It also gives me goosebumps. My 4K disc of Lamb. How did you get your copy?
It's out for delivery as we speak.
Oh, really? It still hasn't come yet?
Well, okay. So, I had canceled it because I wanted to see your unboxing of it first.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we said that they got the size wrong. And okay, so if it was like exclusive, like I knew it was gonna sell, I wouldn't have canceled. I was like, whatever, fuck it, because I have to get all the 2021 movies, especially this one. It's Lamb. I mean, come on. But like, once you showed it and you're like, someone made an oopsie, I was like, all right, guess I'm gonna reorder it. But then I accidentally again ordered the Blu-ray and not the 4K, and I was like, you know what? I don't give a. I'll take it. I don't feel like canceling it again, especially because I was thinking about it. I was like, honestly, it kind of makes sense for me to just buy the regular Blu-ray version due to the fact that if I want to watch, like, I don't have a 4K TV in my room.
Right.
I have a 4K player, and I have that connected to the 4K TV inside the living room. So if I wanted to rewatch this movie, I'd only be able to do it because it doesn't come with the digital code. If I want to rewatch the movie, I'd only be able to do it up there. And I don't know if it's a family film, really. So I'd kind of just be out there on my own watching it, and I don't think they'd really care for it. So the only time I'd really be able to watch it would be on my own, and I don't want to wait till I move to be able to watch it.
Right.
So if I want to watch it now, I kind of had to get the Blu-ray. So I don't mind. I don't mind ordering the Blu-ray on accident again.
Okay.
But I think it's the same packaging, same shit, just different disc.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only difference. Yeah.
So that's coming in the mail today. So I reordered it like 3 days ago, and it's coming.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which I love how A24 ships their stuff so fast.
Yes. It literally shipped.
When you told me that was coming, I was like, dude, it just got announced to put on the store today. It's already coming.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like literally the day they announced it, and then literally a week later, it shows up in the mail. Like that's literally how fast it was. So it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a film about a family, but it's not a family film. It's not a family film. Yeah, the 4K disc looked pretty good. I watched it. It's beautiful. But yeah, no, the standard Blu-ray is still gonna look good, obviously. So, but it's a cool addition to have, no matter what. Like, it's got cool shit in it. So, and I can't wait to see what else they do. Maybe the Lighthouse. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the Green Knight. I don't know. So much potential, and I hope they stick to this format because I like the other ones, the big ones, but they're just so big and bulky, and I don't know.
I want to see Under the Skin in 4K.
Yeah. So. I heard about Under the Skin getting a 4K. I don't know if it's true, but I hope it is.
I hope it is. I want that.
That would be such a cool package.
Oh yeah, I bet it'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't surprise me. Like slipcover is like human, and then you open it and it's like that weird black alien inside.
That's such a great idea. Oh,
yeah.
Hire this man.
Yeah. There's so much movies that came out recently on Blu-ray too that I have to pick up, so that's gonna be sucky.
Oh yeah, so I know Encanto just came out. I haven't been buying too much, but what else came out recently?
Encanto came out, Ghostbusters Afterlife came out, Resident Evil, the new one came out. Next week is Eternals. A lot of stuff's coming out.
Yeah. Did you watch the Resident Evil? I heard mixed opinions.
I haven't yet. I haven't yet.
What
I have. Oh,
yesterday was La La Land. I forgot about that. Did you get it?
Oh yeah, I think I picked that up too.
Yeah.
And it's those nice slipcovers. Lionsgate is the best slipcovers. They're these steelbook kings right now. and it looks fucking gorgeous. Like it's very like super Hollywood on it. Dude, I gotta pick that up. And luckily, it's still available to get. So
Oh,
I want
please,
to be
yeah.
getting that, especially because I don't have the 4K yet. So that's gonna be nice.
Right.
It looks so much better. I'm sorry, Kat, it looks so much better than the original release. That all
Oh no,
white.
it does. Yeah, it does. I was disappointed when that came out. I'm like, why doesn't it have a 4K disc in here? I was like, that's annoying. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I'd buy this new one, but it's like I don't want to buy the movie again. I'm kind of tired of rebuying movies over and over again. So, but
How's
yeah,
your
man.
shelf looking? I hope you do new Blu-ray update.
Oh
I want to
boy.
see. I want to see it.
It's funny that you say that because man, I had to buy another freaking shelf.
You bought
Man,
a new one?
yeah, I had to buy another
Let's
thing.
go. You can buy more movies now.
Yeah, but dude, it's man, I'm running
How are you
out of
gonna fit it in
space,
your room? Because I've seen your
dude.
room. How are you gonna fit that in there?
It's in a unique location. I'll just say that. I might do an update video at some point, but like, man, the situation here is getting out of hand. Like, I am running on freaking empty, man. Like, there's like, I mean, I have a decent space, probably good enough for the rest of the year, maybe next year, because I'm not buying as frequently anymore. But like, dude, I just man, it's not looking good.
Basically, the shelf had to be reserved for all the new stuff. You can't get old release. Like it's just the new stuff.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
only thing you have room
complicated.
for.
Yeah, it's complicated. I had to rearrange some stuff. There's different sections of stuff now. Like I'll do a video probably. Yeah, man, it's funny. It's just funny. Oh my god, my whole room is just turning into movie shelves. Honestly, it's just and Funko Pops just everywhere, just everywhere.
I've been buying a lot of Funko Pops recently.
Oh, did you get any cool ones?
Well, I've been trying to get most of the WandaVision line.
Okay,
I'm so jealous that you got Billy and Tommy because like that's just expensive now.
I don't have
Um,
Billy and Tommy.
yeah, didn't you get that 2-pack exclusive? Didn't you get it? Or
No,
was it
I have
Pietro?
Quicksilver.
Oh, he was the one. I swear I thought I saw you got Billy and Tommy because you're like,
No,
oh, I found it for a good deal.
no,
So
it
I
was
got it.
Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, no, he's not as much anymore, so I don't mind getting that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Scarlet Witch where she's like reading that book, The Darkhold. That one's on my
Oh,
shelf. That's one of my favorite Funko
there's a
Pops I
glow in
have.
the dark one coming soon of that one, and I have that pre-ordered. I'm excited.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I have the regular version right here on my shelf.
yeah.
I have like a little shelf of characters. I bought a Spider-Man one where you're like flying in the air. I bought Donatello from Ninja Turtles. I bought a Demon Slayer character. It's like it's this. There's this place. Um, it's like the I don't know. It's in a weird spot here in California, but it's like between my house and Los Angeles. It's like right in the middle. And they have like it's like a big warehouse, kind of like as big as like a Costco,
Uh,
and there's like a bunch of little vendors in there, but the big one's like the big Funko Pop one.
oh wow.
It's like a collectible place, and they have like their own exclusives there.
Hmm.
And they had a Demon Slayer character that was flocked. So I got that one, and it's cool because if you buy a Funko Pop that's worth like I think it's like 15 or more, they give you like pop protectors on it. So that's cool.
Hmm.
So I have that one. I bought the Batman, the new one. I bought him because he looks cool. I
Nice.
bought Kong. I bought Boba Fett. Um, I bought the Iron Man, the three that like where he has the gauntlet, the one that you have to go in the dark.
Oh yeah, that's an
Yeah, I
essential.
got him. I got a Daredevil. Yeah, I got a Daredevil. Um,
Nice.
I got the I got the White Vision. I got the 50s Vision. I got the Halloween
Ooh.
Vision, and I got the the Halloween Scarlet Witch coming. Um, and I think that's it as of late. Oh, and I got Silver Surfer too.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of Funko Pops.
You got a lot. So I kind of begs the question. So we'll just do this. We'll just call this the monthly update on Funko Block. So what's the monthly update now?
Very, very good.
Okay.
I just have to. Yeah, dude, it's coming. It is coming.
Oh, I'm hyped. Hype is
I'll tell
real.
you that. Yeah, you can start getting that hype train now. It's like it's kind of like it's kind of what's that movie that kept getting delayed?
Oh, New
It's
Mutants.
like New Mutants. Yeah, it's like that. That's basically Funko Block, but it's like now it has that. Yeah, it's coming.
Oh,
It
okay.
is. I have the story. basically the way I did, I was like, all the stuff I had planned for future seasons, I'm just gonna try to figure it out and put it into all now because I have so many cool ideas. I want to put it in one season. If I make something else after this, I'm okay. But I just want to put my all into this one season because I want it out already. So yeah, it's basically at like all I've been doing while I've been like at work and stuff. It's just thinking about the story. And when I'm just at home, I'm here listening to different music tracks that might give me suggestions or I think would be good in the story. So that's one thing. I'm gonna try to have like a soundtrack of the music I'm gonna put because it's like the way I am. I'm very like I listen to music. I'm like, yes, this would be a good scene right here. So it's gonna be a lot of music in my stuff. But also
copyright.
I have. Yeah, I don't care. I'm honestly just like I'm not like a big channel, so like, and the most they'll do is just they'll claim the money from the videos, which is going to be like 2 cents. So I don't really care.
Well, you got to be careful though. Certain songs they actually want you to mute. I don't know which songs though. It's different for everybody.
Yeah, I've looked into it. Yeah. I mean, there is stuff like royalty free music that I found that I'm like this would be good for this, but like it's mainly stuff for like the credits. I'll try to have like a cool song in there or something. Yeah, or like I use different movie scores. You know.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, oh man, I'm so excited because I already have an idea of where it's gonna go, and I think you're gonna like it. I think you're really gonna like it. I hope.
Oh, okay.
It has emotions and stuff, and a lot of messages, and yeah, I'm just getting giddy because it's like I finally get to talk about it. I finally like know what I'm gonna do with it, so it's so cool.
It's a great feeling, trust me. Once you make it and then you upload it and people watch it, it's such a great feeling. Trust me, bro. Like, you'll see.
Yeah, especially because I know someone's going to watch it. Like, someone who actually cares about it is going to watch
Absolutely.
it. So yeah. Now I know how you're feeling, and I'm like, oh, hyped up now.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, when you put hard work into something and people respond to it with, hopefully good comments, yeah, man, it's a great feeling. Trust me.
I will say, the hardest part for me is trying to figure out filming locations because I want these different places. I'm trying to figure out where would be like where I can actually place a camera to record it, but also not look like it's just literally just there, like some ghetto corner spot. So that's the starter right now. And right now, I don't know because I have 2 versions of the ending. So I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to do, but knowing me, I'll probably have deleted scenes and stuff or like it won't even be deleted. It'll just be alternative stuff because I have like 2 different takes of different. That's how I am. I like having 2 different versions of stuff.
Oh,
like okay. and trying to decide out which version I like better. Usually it's like obviously I'm not gonna have like 2 versions the entire like season, but like just like key moments where it's like little things. And I already plan on doing a commentary on it. Because there's gonna be a lot of stuff I have to kind of like talk about regarding it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just remind me real quick. So the format. So I don't think you've like begun writing like extensively yet, but like, is it like a 10 episode?
I have.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah, I know the episodes now. There's just one I still need to work on.
So is it going to be like seasons of 10 episodes, 8 episodes? Like, what do you know? Is it going to be the same number each season, or you don't know
yet? I don't know yet how many exactly it is per. All I know is that I'm going to try to. It's weird because I kind of like see it as like a movie in a way. So I don't know if I'm going to try to like change it up a bit so it could be more like individual episodes, or if I'll just kind of cut it off at one point, like. I think I might film it all in like its whole and then kind of just cut it and release it piece by piece. I think I might do it weekly, but I'm not sure yet how I plan on releasing it. But I'll have a teaser out for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely want to film it as a whole. Like definitely film the whole thing the whole season as a whole and then edit later, obviously. But like definitely because you don't want to repeat.
I've had
yeah.
So, yeah, which I was gonna ask you how you did it. Did you film everything the entire season at once, or did you like film an episode, edit it, and then do the next episode?
Well, I mean, I feel like I've sure I've told you this, but like season 1 was like each thing was individual because I didn't know what I was doing yet, and then season 2 onward was like one thing at a time. Like I would do the entirety of a whole season. Just, I mean, obviously write it first so you know what you're doing. And then yeah, definitely film the whole thing in one giant batch, because you don't want to like do things. It's just gonna take too long if you do it individually like that, like each episode. So like you film the whole thing, like every scene in season 2 that takes place in this one spot is going to be filmed today. You know what I mean? Like you got to do everything at once. It's just easier that way. But yeah, and then you edit later, obviously. So like you'll group the photos. These are photos for episode 3. These are episodes for episode, so stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be I saw that message. Okay, you just sent me something. Okay, we'll discuss that later, I guess.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. I guess we could have brought it up beforehand, but like, yeah, I just thought I decided sending that now before I forget.
Okay.
Which I'll talk to you. Basically, okay. Obviously, it's gonna be its own thing, but it'll have little loose connections to Funko Street.
Okay.
I'll explain what, but for the listeners, don't act like this is gonna be like a whole separate, like it's canon, I guess. Well,
okay.
Hopefully Tyler says it's canon.
Okay, we'll see. It's not a big spoiler or anything, right?
Not in a not how you say. No, I shouldn't be.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I don't want to get spoiled. That's all I'm worried about. Like, you know what I mean? I love being surprised. So okay.
Yeah. No, there's stuff that I'm gonna have that I'm not even gonna tell you.
Okay,
I'm just gonna hope you're cool with it. But like other stuff, in general, like I'll tell you little details. But I'll only tell you. I won't tell everyone else in case they want to be entirely surprised by this, because I'd say that's the best way to go in.
All right. So, well, this is sounding good. Like, all right, I'm liking this. You're almost. So you've been writing. The writing phase will continue for a while, and then you'll get to filming. And yeah, so I'm looking at a summer window, hopefully. Summer release window. Yeah. Awesome. I'm excited.
You should be.
Yes, I'm very pumped, because I'd love to see some original like stop motion content from you. It would be so cool.
I know. It's like, it'd be like if I got a sequel to Newt, Tyler.
I know. Never say never. That's my phrase for life, is never say never. So yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else we should discuss on the podcast? Because we've been going for an hour and a half. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going back to Disneyland next week, so I guess I'll be able to finally rank the rides. Because I was gonna put a ranking, but I was gonna put out the ranking, and I was like, no, there's still like a good chunk I wasn't able to get on yet. So next week I'm gonna get on those rides I missed out on, and then I'll probably put out a ranking. There's so many videos that I have ideas for. I'm just like, when I eventually get the last movie of 2021, I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm probably gonna do a ranking on those movies. And then I might do like an updated Blu-ray collection, because I have gotten a lot recently.
Yeah.
And like just other stuff I want to talk about. I want to make that video where like I kind of give my thoughts on the prequels as a sequel fan. I think that'd be fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So yeah, there's content coming, I guess.
Are you gonna do it like tier list format? Because I love that format. I love it now. Like, it's my favorite thing.
And I can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see more tier lists from you. I want to see more like different content from you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, other than unboxing, I like when you do like random little stuff, like tier lists of different things, or just like stuff like that, or live streams, because you never do them.
I know. I gotta get that.
So yeah, I guess we could leave our viewers with that. Content is coming.
Okay, and I just want to ask you real quick. So Disneyland. So I'm surprised to hear you haven't been on every ride. How many times have you been to Disneyland?
In my life, not many, but
really, okay.
I went recently, because it's it's pricey.
Yeah, that's true.
But I went recent. Obviously, that like months ago, when you basically went to Universal, is when I went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And then my mom wanted to go, so me, her, and my sister, kind of planned a day to go, because it's her birthday. So we're like, yeah, let's just go to Disneyland.
Okay.
Because my mom hasn't been there in like a long time, so we're going, and like now it's kind of like a dead month, so like it shouldn't be as bad. And I get like a lot of the rides were still kind of like brand new opening up, or they were still doing like some shitty like type of line process. So my AirPod.
Yeah, I noticed the audio quality was changing slightly there. What just happened?
Yeah, no, my AirPod fell out of my ear.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because I talk on my AirPod because I feel like it's closer, so it's more like a microphone than,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
talking on the phone.
Yeah, no, it sounds good though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to get on stuff like the brand new Spider-Man ride I was gonna be able to get on, and like that crazy Star Wars ride that everyone says is the ride to get on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be able
love
to get
that
on.
ride. I assume it's identical to the one we have here, the Rise of the Resistance. I assume they just they built the same ride. Yeah, it's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. Incredible.
Is it the ride?
Incredible. Yeah, bro. Like it's number 2 to me. I personally love Tower of Terror the best. It's just perfect. But like that ride is
Guardians is better.
I mean, I haven't been on it. So well, the Tower of Terror here, I don't know if it's like identical to the one you had, but like ours like did different stuff.
It was the exact same. The only difference that now Guardians, I think it has like an extra 2 drops and it's a little faster.
Well, no, did your Tower of Terror move forwards and backwards?
Yeah.
It did? Oh, I thought
it was the exact same ride.
Oh, it was. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Well, no, I'm telling you though, Rise of Resistance, bro. Oh my God, that ride blew me away, dude. It blew me away. It's so good. And you're a sequels fan, obviously, so you're gonna like it a lot. Trust me.
I hope so.
Yeah, man. So, and I was gonna ask you too. So when you do the list, if you do it, like the tier list, is it gonna be for California Adventure and for Disneyland together?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
I'm looking forward to your videos.
I know. I've been kind of lackluster lately, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do some. I might do a live stream. I always say that, but I should really do one. It's been a hot minute. It's always a hot minute between live streams.
I know.
It's just I never think about it. I always forget. All right. So I guess this wraps this one up. We've been going for an hour 43. It looks like so.
Damn.
Yeah, and this one's gonna be called the jackcast.
Jackcast.
Yeah, it's not jackcast. Okay, we'll call it that. Jackcast forever. All right. Well, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron.
And we just popped off.
Yeah, we didn't destroy our generals in the process though, so that's good.
Oh my God, what the pogo stick.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.